Hi, Ryan Thompson, Endure Car Protection. Today we've got a Maserati Grand Sport converter in the workshop for some underside rust protection and to get the wheels off, get behind the wheels. Lovely sunny day, so working outside. The owner reports that on the last MOT there was an advisory for some subframe light rust, so let's have a look at that and see if we can improve that for the MOT. Also, big shout out to Sporting Bears, so a charity to raise money for children by doing ride outs and using the car to give people a great experience and to raise money for children's charity. So fantastic charity, sounds like a great idea, really support that. So big shout out to the owner for being part of that. So let's have a quick look around the car. Lovely colour, very pretty car, convertible as well, and a nice light interior, very stylish. Always like the look of these, and twin exhaust, quad exhaust, sorry, at the back. Yeah, very nice looking car, so great to spend the day working on this one. So let's have a look underneath and see what's what. So this first shot is as the car arrived to us. Little bit of surface rust. This is on the rear, of course. The MOT advisory is on the front. Little bit of light rust around those bolts. So let's give it a good wash underneath and see where we come out. So this is a mixture of a snow foam chassis cleaner just to loosen everything up, and then a jet washer to clean all of that off. And yeah, give that a bit of a clean. Obviously I've got a bit on the lens, that's just the life of working closely with the jet washer. So that was the clean, and then this is afterwards, so looking a bit tidier underneath and ready for its treatment. So again, this is a time lapse of me moving around the car and doing the underneath and doing the front up to as far as I can get with the height I've got. Later we take the wheels off and get under it again, but it was just making sense to get under it while I could. So that's been done now. So this is how the car presents underneath after its treatment. So it starts off glossy, and then over a period of a week it dries. It's safe to drive within about 8 hours, but it continues to cure for about a week. So that was the underside. And then let's have a look under the front. So wheels off, gave the calipers a good clean, gave the wheels a good clean while they were off. Looked a bit grubby, so we gave them it's mostly on the insides actually where you can't get to them, so gave the barrels a good clean. And then this is into the wheel arch. So let's have a look and see if we can see any of the corrosion that was mentioned on the MOT, and honestly I was really struggling. There's a tiny bit of rust on the corner there, but it's so light and surface. I've seen cars much worse than this. So that was before, and then this is after. So we've given it a good coating in there. There was an under tray that you can see that is just sort of flapping. I didn't take it off completely. I sort of did half at a time, just to make it easier to refit, and I could get right underneath it that way. Yeah, I think maybe the owner was a little bit unlucky with an MOT tester. So this is now into the rear before, and then after. And then we'll go around to the other side at the front, and the story's much the same really. Yeah, now into the front on the other side, and again you can see I put the tray up and to move the car around, and then drop the tray on that side, and I'm really not quite sure what the MOT advisor had in mind on where he could see corrosion, because I just was really struggling to see anything. There was one small mark that looked like rust, but it sort of wiped off, so I don't know if they were having a bad day, but as you can see, maybe a couple of bolts, but it's all very minor, and that's after it's had its treatment, and it looks very good. I've seen a lot worse that haven't had advisories. So this is then into the last rear wheel arch, and that was before, and then after its spray. Let's have a look after. So there we go. So that's the underside, the wheels off, and then getting into the chassis, and then getting under that front and getting the under tray off and getting under that. So that concludes this video on the Maserati Spyder. If we can help you with your project, do let us know. And then just to leave you again on a link to the Sporting Bears, great charity, and yeah, I shall leave you with details of that. If that's something you want to be involved with, then I highly recommend it and highly support it. So thanks very much for watching. We've got over 50 videos on the YouTube channel now, so if this car isn't to your liking, or you've got a different car you want to look at, we've probably got something similar. So take a look at the YouTube channel and see what you can find. Thanks for watching.